Here's an example of polynomial long division. We're going to divide x plus 2 into the function x cubed plus 3x squared minus 70x minus 144. The way we start each round is to focus on the leading x of the divisor, and we want to ask what do we need to multiply it by to make it into the leading term of the dividend. In this case, that's x squared, so I'll write it right up here on top. And then we want to take that x squared and multiply it by the binomial x plus 2. And it's important that we remember that that has to be distributed amongst the x and the 2. So we get x cubed plus 2x squared on the next line, which we're going to subtract. The x cubes go away, and we're left with 3x squared minus 2x squared, which is just going to give us x squared there. So that's our first round, and now we're going to drop this minus 70x down and start over again. What does x need to be multiplied by to give us x squared? The answer is x, so we'll put that up top, plus x. Multiply that by the x and the 2 in the divisor, so we get x squared plus 2x. We're going to subtract that from the line above it. The x squareds go away, and we end up with minus 72x. Now for the last round. We just bring down the minus 144, and we ask ourselves, what does x need to be multiplied by to give us minus 72x? Well, it's minus 72, so we'll write that up top. We'll multiply that by x plus 2 to get minus 72x minus 144, and you can see that when we subtract this, we're going to get 0. So this divides in evenly, and we have no remainder. So we can draw a few conclusions for this. First, x plus 2, the binomial, divides evenly into this function x cubed plus 3x squared minus 70x minus 144. We show that by long division. So that means that x plus 2 is a factor of this function, which we're calling f of x. The other thing we know is that if we multiply x plus 2 by the quotient x squared plus x minus 72, we'll get the function. And in this case, this is a nice, easily factorable quadratic. It factors into x plus 9 and x minus 8. So in this case, we actually know all three roots of this cubic function. They are minus 2, minus 9, and 8.